Hello, this is Nitin Dahad with EE Times. I'm here again at the Techritory Forum in Riga in Latvia, and I'm talking to Haralds Abolins, who's a partnerships manager with the Latvian Chip Competence Centre. Is that right? Did I get it right?
Yes, that's entirely correct.
Okay. Haralds, thank you for coming on, and just wanted to understand a little bit about some of the work that the Latvian Chip Competence Centre is doing. You launched that, I think, earlier this year.
Yes.
You as in the Latvian authorities, government, whoever, but it's part of a broader picture of EU funded chip competence centres around different countries around Europe. So tell me, just give me a bit of background.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, so we launched the Latvian Chips Competence Centre, so I'll go LCCC for now. Earlier this year, as part of the wider sort of CHIPS joint undertaking initiative across Europe, to create these sort of local clusters of competence and excellence to support startup and SME activity, like innovative activities in the CHIPS space across Europe, to boost European technological sovereignty, so reduce reliance on outside supply chains, and to establish Europe as a leader for the next generation of semiconductor technology.
Right. Now, I think I first wrote about the Latvian chip MOU in 2022, and then from there to this year's Chip Competence LCCC, what has been achieved? What can you say has the progress of this?
Yeah, so when that original memorandum was signed, that was really just an initial internal signal to say, hey, we want to develop the chips in the semiconductor space in Latvia beyond what it was at that moment, which was a cluster of research, like excellent researchers in that space, and downstream solution creators with very little activity in the industrial kind of like core semiconductor value chain. In the initial focus was on talent development, which then out of which grew a sort of localized chips initiative to sort of start the conversation about that, develop clear initiatives on how we could grow the talent base and develop further from that. So what happened towards the end of last year is that this call for European Chips Competence Centre was announced, and we applied for this and got the funding to create a 4-year project that helps us do a lot more. We will be able to provide specific technical services to startups and SMEs in Latvia as well as across Europe in our areas of specialization, which are integrated photonics, quantum devices, and microelectronics. And the idea is that startups and SMEs will be able to access these services for free, as well as gain design advice and consultations for us on how to streamline their operations.
Okay, and I think we had a chat earlier about the integrated photonics, and that's quite a key core competence as well. And then here at the conference, I think you signed an agreement for a Baltic collaboration for CHIPS competence centres, and then further with the Finnish as well. Is that right?
Yes. So as part of this event, we decided that, taking a step back. So Latvia is a small country. There's only so much impact we can have in the broader European or global semiconductor supply chain on our own. So collaboration, especially regional collaboration, is key. So sharing competencies, capabilities, access to infrastructure, applying for funding together is paramount. So the obvious first partners to talk to are the Estonian and Lithuanian Chips Competence Centres. We signed the Memorandum of Understanding today as a key indicator that we want to build this ecosystem together. We want to align on our core strengths and represent a shared front towards Europe and the rest of the world as a cluster of excellence to be taken seriously in the semiconductor space. And then beyond that, we're also establishing, at this event, we had a first in-person touchpoint with the rest of the Nordic Chip Competence Centres in Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Denmark, and are developing a similar initiative to work together on key strategic focus areas, and develop, help develop a corner of Europe that helps, specifically address its technological sovereignty in the chip space.
I mean, this is quite a broad initiative to collaborate across Europe and different regions. What do you think it will achieve? What do you think it will help achieve?
Do you mean the sort of local regional initiative or broadly across Europe?
Broadly.
Okay, so I mean, as I mentioned, so the core, I believe, the core sort of deliverable of this initiative will be sort of helping Europe get a leg up in the race for the next generation of chip technology. So whether we're thinking about quantum computing, whether we're thinking about photonic computing, but also like photonic integrated circuits more generally that are sort of positioned to completely change how how data is transmitted in data centers, for instance. There's a key growing global problem. Or dedicated chips for IoT, edge sensing, etc. All of instead of trying to, I guess, catch up with global players in established semiconductor technology, I think Europe has an opportunity to pave the way for sort of the next wave.
Key areas.
Yeah.
Okay, that they're a specialist in. Okay, and what's your final sort of thoughts on what excites you at the moment?
No, I mean, I'm really excited to be launching sort of these services sort of with the Latvian Chip Competence Centre, sort of that'll give us an opportunity to bring in partners from all across Europe, sort of working on, in our case particularly, integrated photonics, new technology across the space of integrated photonics, and to help them, improve the types of products they're developing and improve their design cycles, and at the same time grow a stronger knowledge base around integrated photonics in Latvia that can down the line help us create more like in-house spin-out and startup activity. I think it's a really exciting place to be in.
Well, Haralds, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.